Fez, we said we wanted to check in with him and see how he's doing today. It's our buddy Billy. He's, come on in, Billy.
All right. Staples, now!
Billy's wearing his I Heart New York T-shirt. No
Billy,
hat.
I love that.
No hat today, Billy?
No, I took a shower today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So showers is a no hat day.
Nah, I just didn't wear the hat today because my hair was...
perfect.
Yeah, it looked good today.
Literally was perfect today.
It was a good hair day.
How you feeling today? We always like to check in with you.
I am still so friggin' on edge with all this stuff. It's not going away. It's not getting better. My wife thinks I'm having a meltdown. I didn't heed you guys' advice last night. I was up again watching the news. And you know what? The more I watch, the worse it gets. And I'm telling you, it's from watching the damn Pakistanis now on TV celebrating for bin Laden and the Taliban and all that. They're cheering in the streets now. And the Iraq mission right down the block says they're not going to lower their flag to half staff.
Now, you thought something would have happened by today. You thought this was the deadline.
You know what? Today was the day that we were supposed to start the bombing. You know, right now I'd like Bush to step up like Reagan and say the bombing starts in 10 minutes.
He was joking that day.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, that was a joke on the radio.
He was doing a mic check.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway.
The bombing starts at
He said he was bombing Russia.
Right.
It's really many years.
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. We haven't done anything yet. We're still talking. The Taliban says they want to negotiate. No. Screw the negotiations. Let's get over there. Let's do something. I'm tired of reading how this guy is still living in a hole somewhere and he's going around driving horses and living a life while we got 5,400 dead people here still. I'm sick of this already. I'm tired of seeing this guy's picture in the newspaper everywhere I go and how he's walking and talking with everyone. You know what? Screw it. Get this guy. Let's get over there. He says he has ties in 40 or 50 countries already. You know what? Right. It keeps getting worse, fellas. It keeps getting worse, and we haven't done anything yet.
Are we one of the 40 or 50 countries they're talking about?
Yeah, probably because he has ties.
I would imagine that he's got operatives here.
Mm-hmm. What did we
tell you? On the 11th.
Billy, what do we tell you? Just relax. We'll leave it up to the president. He hasn't made his move yet.
When? Will somebody give me an idea when we're finally going to do something? I'm tired of sitting on my hands here. It's like, I'm not going to be the one doing the fighting, but I feel like as a country we're sitting on our hands. I mean, I just can't imagine that we haven't done anything yet. And that's frustrating the hell out of me. Well, every night I go home, I turn on the news, and I'm afraid to shut it off because I think the minute I'm going to shut it off, I think something's going to happen, and I'm going to miss it. And I want to be there when I see that first bomb drop. I want to be sitting there in my living room, and I want to be there cheering. And then...
Brian has something that maybe you'll like. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Run of Fez.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I agree with you, Billy, and I know how frustrating it is. And a thing that really irks me is that I see these Pakistanis celebrating when our towers are going down. Well, when we start bombing, I want to know where I got to go to join my fellow Americans to start celebrating the bombing. Because I just don't want to sit in my living room and watch it. I want to hear it, bring a portable TV or something, and just go celebrate it.
That might make you feel better, Billy.
Oh, that would make me feel great.
And we'll get the TV cameras out there.
Yeah, and I want cameras all throughout the United States, like Wichita, Kansas, and Arlington, Virginia, New York City, and the Bronx, and Bridgeport, Connecticut, wherever.
No, everywhere.
Yes. And I think you got enough time to set it up because it's going to be a couple of more weeks or until we find a decisive strike to where, all right, I know that when it starts, I'm going to XYZ Street, you know? That's what I want to do.
My zipper.
Oh. Exactly.
All right.
That's what I want.
Thanks a lot, my friend.
See you.
Look, I agree with this guy 100%, but you know what? It even goes further than that. I think when it does start, I want them to show the coverage of the people in the United States celebrating that we're doing something like they're showing those people over there dancing in the streets. You know, I want to see everybody in their I Love New York T-shirts on the street. You know, and I saw a couple of guys today, and it's just like a look to each other and a thumbs up. And you know what? It's great. Everyone should do it. A show of unity in this city.
Okay, but here's the thing, Billy. And we told you this the whole time. We want you to calm down, all right? I know you're upset.
I'm trying, Ron. It's not easy. Once I get
I know. That's why we waited until later in the show today before we talked to you.
And we give you a little pressure release.
Alex, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez. It's good to talk to you guys. The first time I ever called the radio.
All right, thank you, my friend. What can we do for you?
Listen, I totally agree. A lot of stuff, like, there are a lot of people out there like Billy, I agree, like, full-heartedly that, that the people, but I believe in a different way. I think that, like, what a lot of people don't understand is it's not the whole country, even though a lot of them were celebrating, it's not the whole country that's making an act of war on the United States.
The president's saying the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, it's hard enough, like, if we kill, if we, like, wipe out a whole country, we would be no better than the terrorists who did the thing in the tower. And believe me, I am grieving because I had a cousin who died in the tower, or was missing in the tower, as they say, and I totally believe it, but the whole problem is, it's like, you want to get the guilty people. You don't want to take out the other people, and especially, like, especially where religion is a big part of it, they tend to blame, instead of blaming the people that are involved, like I guess the people of Islam,
Yeah, we all understand that the president's taking care of all this stuff. Don't worry, Alex. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, I agree with Billy's side, and I also agree that there's a secondary side to it that we need to, like.
You got that too, right, Billy? You understand that?
Yeah, but I don't understand the fact, Alex, how guilty were those people in the World Trade Centers and the police and the firemen? You're worried about killing innocent people who aren't guilty of anything. How guilty were they?
I said, it was innocent lives that died, and if we decide to kill more innocent people,
then we'll be even.
All right, thank you.
I don't think that.
Thank you, Alex. But don't worry.
Right.
Thanks, Alex.
And the military's looking into all this stuff. We've got the best military minds in the world, and they're gonna make the right move.
And we keep hearing about things like that short stock thing, short trading that he did.
Yeah.
They're trying to look into that. If that story has any reality in it, they're gonna trace his paper trail like we talked about last night, and they may be going after him right now in ways we don't even know about.
Yeah.
They may be figuring out the whole scheme of the network. And then where to hit from there.
All right. Anything else, Billy?
Yeah.
Or, we know that you're anxious to start bombing. Anything else?
Oh, yeah. It's... everyone's so excited about regular TV coming back, and, certain good guys did a really good job, but then certain people just use their talk show to say stuff that inflames America. This friggin' Bill Maher. Did you guys hear what the hell he said?
No, I didn't.
What went on with him and Politically Incorrect?
Oh, he makes this big statement about removing a chair because Elizabeth Olsen was in one of the planes, which is fine.
Billy,
which is fine. I got no problem with that.
Hold on, Billy, but you got to let me talk too.
Sure. Sorry.
All right, now, she was on her way out to do that show, apparently.
Really?
So she was
going to tape that show.
Yeah, so he, had a chair for her. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. But you know what? He uses it as he's just doing stuff. He goes on TV the other night and calls the U.S. cowards, and the guys who flew the plane were heroes. Matter of fact, he exactly said, we have been the cowards lobbying cruise missiles 2,000 miles away. That's cowardly. Staying in the airplane when it hits the building. Say what you want, but that's not cowardly. Oh, excuse me. Now all U.S. and U.S. military are cowards? You know what? Screw you, Bill Maher. You can't stand New York in the first place. You say we're not gritty and real. You take a look downtown. You're going to see more gritty and real than you ever saw in your goddamn life.
I didn't say this. Did you, Fez?
I didn't say it, but that statement is inexcusable.
Now, you saw it, Billy, or you're just...
No, I read it, and I got a transcript of the show, and it infuriates me that this guy would use his show as a platform just to say something ridiculous so people will pay attention to him and his little lipstick-looking friggin' face. He's such a little...
All right, easy, Billy.
He is made up like Cesar Romero on Batman.
If anybody saw this, 877-692-1027.
So this was, I guess, Tuesday night's Politically Incorrect. Billy, are you all right? He's having palpitations. He's holding his chest.
Don't grab your chest, Billy. I want you to calm down.
I'm serious.
I checked on the Drudge report, and he says he's agreeing with Billy, and he says that FedEx has pulled ads from the show, and Sears has also pulled their ads.
All right, that's immediate. Yeah. Advertise, sponsorship.
What time does this show come on?
Does he come on after Nightline?
I never watched the stupid thing. It's horrible. It's a horrible show. I never watched it, so I couldn't tell you.
That would probably be like at midnight or something.
All right, Al, I'm asking for people to call who've seen the show.
Politically Incorrect, and we think this was Tuesday's show.
This was the 17th. I got it right here. This was last night's show.
Last night's show, okay.
All right, so it's on at midnight?
I think it's on after Nightline. I don't know if Nightline's running long.
Well, it is on ABC, so whatever that programming is, yeah. And kudos to FedEx and Sears for doing this.
So I guess
kudos for not supporting this screwball freaking communist, whatever the hell he is.
So I would assume either midnight or 12:30.
Nobody watch this show. I'm telling you right now, do not watch this show. This guy is horrible. He's anti-American. He's not standing by us in an hour of need. He's using this to make a name for himself and just saying whatever the hell he wants to just so he gets his name in the paper. He's unfunny. The show is horrible, and he's acting anti-American. You know what? Turn your TVs off Channel 7 when that time comes around. Screw him. Screw Bill Maher, and screw his goddamn politically incorrect show.
I got to see it tonight, though, Billy, to see if he has a reason that he said this or if he's apologizing. All right, who am I going to here, Al?
Get me on his show.
All right, easy, big man.
I don't think you're going to be invited.
Kelly saw the show. Hey, Kelly, you're on Ron and Fez.
You're so wonderful. Yeah, I saw the show.
Yeah.
It was really bad. It was really awful.
So
it was.
And he said these things?
He did.
Exactly the way Billy said it?
Exactly. I mean, it's the same. Exactly.
He wasn't being facetious or saying it sarcastically?
No, he was pretty serious. He was saying they were heroes, and it was just, it was awful.
How is that a hero?
How can you call anybody who takes innocent people and smashes into a building with other innocent people a hero?
I know, because it was the whole religious thing. It's like, they're doing this, for the glory of Allah and everything.
That doesn't make you a hero.
No,
I know, it was
insane.
It was very twisted. It was,
and, no soldier thinks it's an act of bravery to hurt innocent civilians.
Yeah.
No soldier would believe that.
Yeah,
all right, so
this is incredible. I can't believe this happened.
All right, Kelly, let me ask you, how did the audience react to this?
They weren't. It was kind of like a sharp intake. I don't know. I couldn't. I didn't hear very much. Not a lot of applause.
No,
Yeah.
All right, ABC issues a statement saying in part that politically incorrect celebrates freedom of speech and encourages the animated exchange of ideas.
Mm-hmm. Well, some of the stuff that he was saying was okay. I mean, he could tell he was really ticked off, but, he just had, I don't know, I just think a really warped, idea of what these guys were doing. And
all right, thanks a lot, Kelly.
Oh, sure. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
It pisses me off that a guy like this will say something. I probably, whether he believes it or not, he said it just to get interest in a TV show. That is the lowest thing I could think of. You know what? I'm just going to get people to watch my show by calling American heroes cowards.
All right. Here's Terry. Hi, Terry. You're on Manifest.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, he said it a little different in context. What he said is American pilots were cowards because they were bombing from 14 miles up.
How is that cowardly? How is that cowardly?
To fly into enemy territory.
Yeah, like they should fly low and get killed. But he said if you want to talk about bravery, the guys that flew into the building, if they're anything, they're brave. That's what he said.
They're not brave. They're insane. That's literally insane. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
You're disagreeing?
Well, no, he's got the gist, but I have the actual transcript right here of his exact words. And if you want, I'll read it again. But also, we have been the cowards lobbying cruise missiles from 2,000 miles away. That's cowardly. Staying in the airplane when it hits the building, say what you want about it, it's not cowardly.
That's disgusting.
It's despicable, Fezzi. It's despicable. I wish the guy had the balls to call this show.
Here is Dan from Hoboken. Hey, Dan.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I watched the show. I mean, in context, it wasn't as bad as Billy's making it out.
So you didn't find yourself all freaked out?
I was like, why is he saying this?
Yeah.
But in the context of the conversation, I mean, he was talking to Dinesh D'Souza, who actually brought it up, I think.
Now, who's Dinesh D'Souza?
He's an author. I don't think of, he's Indian, I believe, but I don't think he's like an Indian advocate or something. I think he's just an author who he has on the show a lot. I honestly don't know exactly what he's got to do with anything, but he mentioned it sort of in context. It wasn't like he's like pissing on America. I mean, trust me, I have friends who are pilots in the Navy, and, I would never say they're cowards because they choose to shoot from long range.
Well, this is such an outrageous statement. I'm just wondering, I wish I had seen the show.
I would say in context with the way he was saying and everything he said around it and the way, his animation, I said, well, that's a really dumb thing to say, Bill, but I didn't think that he was being, as anti-American as you're putting him out.
I mean, if he meant it in the context, I know he didn't say it this way, but if he meant in the context of, in their minds, we're the cowards.
That's exactly what I would say he meant. I mean, don't get me wrong, I hate his guts. I'm not going to sit here and defend him. Well, but, I think he does have a dumb show. And
all right, so this show comes on at midnight?
It's sometime. I was just flipping around, and I was just sitting there wondering why there was an empty chair, but...
Right. You know what, Dan? Let me just correct you on one thing. He wasn't saying the pilots. He's saying we.
He said the U.S. military was like a cowardly act.
And the guy, Dinesh, did not really set him up. Dinesh goes, these are warriors. We have to realize that the principles of our way of life are in conflict with people in the world. And so I'm all for understanding the sociological causes of this, but we should not blame the victim. Americans shouldn't blame themselves because other people want to bomb them. And then Bill Maher comes back with his asinine statement. So this guy was not set up for anything. He was determined to say this, and he's supposed to make a name for himself.
With his context, he wasn't saying, you're wrong, I'm saying they are cowards. He was saying, I sort of agree with what you said about them being warriors. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and defend him or defend, because I think alone that statement, if anything, it's just in bad taste.
Well, it'll be interesting, to see if he goes on and apologizes or tries to explain himself tonight.
Right.
He lost a couple of major sponsors.
Apparently. I think at the very least he'll try to explain in context what he says. But knowing him, I mean, he's such a prick that he'll probably. He
is one prissy.
Yeah,
Dan, I don't care what kind of spin they're going to put on it or how you heard it. And I don't mean it's against you personally, but you cannot say anything like that and not have it mean exactly what it says. You can't say, I was being sarcastic, I was making a joke. You cannot make jokes about stuff like that at this time.
It is the kind of comment that, 20 years from now is something to discuss in a history class, but it's not something at these times he should be putting out over the airways. That's definitely true.
No, it's ludicrous, it's ridiculous, and it's asinine, and he's I wish we had the big ass of the day still.
That would get even? That would show him?
I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
Billy,
thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan from Hoboken. Billy, I feel so bad for you, especially during this crisis, because, Billy, you were always the goofy, happy-go-lucky guy. I mean, not on the air, but I mean in the hallways, you were always silly. You're a big, silly guy that we adore. And to see you and the transformation, they have taken all the joy out of your life.
Fezzi, I feel like a wreck. I mean, I honest to God, my wife is worried sick about me.
I got worried. You started grabbing your chest in here.
Are you serious? You're grabbing your chest?
He couldn't breathe.
He was just beating very fast.
Well, don't do that to
I was getting hyperventilated.
Don't do that.
He couldn't catch his breath. He got too upset.
You write any funny songs yet?
No.
You need to write some funny Airsick songs.
I think you're right.
That might be a channel for you.
I think you're right. And I got a show this weekend, so.
Where are you performing this weekend?
I'm up in Stitches in Nanuet.
Okay.
So,
you got a phone number up there? Or?
Yeah, we got it right here. It's right here somewhere.
What are you doing stand-up?
Yeah, I'm headlining the Stitches up in Nanuet.
Headlining?
Hey.
Nice. Who's the middle act?
Don't really know.
No MC? You don't know, huh?
No, I really don't know.
Have jokes will travel.
Yep.
I love it.
So we got it here somewhere. I'll get it to you before the end of the show.
All right, we'll get that right in the show. Hold on. Here's here's somebody we haven't talked to. Have we talked to her since Tuesday?
Oh, I don't think so.
Our sweet Melissa, who we just... Sweet Melissa, we just love her. It's the sweetest little thing. Hey, Melissa, how you doing?
Hi, I'm not really calling for myself. I'm calling for Lieutenant Rooster from the board.
Oh, yeah.
From RonFez.net?
Yeah. He got a note from his commander, someone from his last unit died. He doesn't know he was killed, but he doesn't know much of those details or anything. But he really wanted to give a shout-out just to say his name and have everyone hear it. His name was Lieutenant Baptiste, and he wants to give, some strength and unity to the rest of the Fighting 69th. And he wished he could do it, but he couldn't. He didn't have it in him to call.
From the the famous Fighting 69th out of Manhattan, Fuzzy, like that Jimmy Cagney movie.
Oh, okay.
Give us his name again, honey.
Lieutenant Baptiste.
Lieutenant Baptiste.
Like Baptist with an E.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you so much for calling us with that.
I love you guys.
How you doing, sweet Melissa?
I'm okay. We're all hanging in.
That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, I work at NYU, and the kids are okay, and we're getting through it, and we're gonna be strong. And I think everyone should come in and get some dinner and eat and party and support New York.
That's right. Keep it living.
Yes.
New York forever, honey.
Yep, I love you.
All right, you come and see us some night, okay?
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sweet Melissa.
Lieutenant Baptiste, that's sad story, Fuzzy. These guys, even in the training part, these guys can get killed while they're trying to put together these things.
Right. So our condolences to Lieutenant Baptiste's family.
All right, hold on. Let's talk to a couple of these people about this Bill Maher situation. Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, John.
Hey, Ron. Hi, Fez. How you doing?
Hey.
Good.
Love your show.
Thanks.
Do a good job. I just want to point out something. I just happened to turn the show on just as this guy Bill was making comments, and his opening comments were that Bill Maher had called the terrorists heroes and Americans cowards, and then when you read the transcript, the word hero didn't even appear in it. So he's misquoting Bill Maher, and he's doing what he's accusing him of.
Yeah, let's hear the exact quote there, Billy.
And I apologize for the paraphrase, but I'm a little worked up.
Well, you shouldn't...
Well, you end up getting people worked up.
Right.
Well,
you're being inaccurate.
I have read the quote twice since then, and I'll read it one more time for you. Bill Maher, but also we have been the cowards, lobbying cruise missiles from 2,000 miles away. That's cowardly. Staying in the airplane when it hits the building, say what you want about it, it's not cowardly.
Yeah, it's cowardly if you're hitting innocent people.
Yeah.
If you've got children on a plane and you're rushing them to their death because of some insane myth that you were taught and brainwashed, that's cowardly.
Well, what I hear in that comment is running a plane into a building is not cowardly. He didn't say that those terrorists killing all those people were heroes. He said...
What other building are they talking about?
Kamikaze pilots, right, in a military target, killing themselves. It's the same context. In other words, they're not cowards for doing that. He doesn't agree with them doing it.
It's a cowardly act. It's definitely a cowardly act.
The World Trade Center is definitely a cowardly act.
Yes. Yes. When you
but if you were to take your own life in any way for whatever you believe in, that's not. That's the whole point.
No, lunatic, listen. To go on an airplane and to attack female flight attendants, to slash one's throat, to tie their arms behind their backs, to attack women, to attack children on a plane that are just trying to get from one side of this country to the other, to pick on them, that is a coward.
And just because you commit suicide at the end of that does not make it any less of a cowardly.
Yes,
we understand you completely.
I agree with you 100%.
How could you? You're just saying
you're a nutball.
I'm going to get rid of him.
Oh. Thank you.
All right, I'm not going to get into this. Oh boy, every time Billy gets around, we all get mad. Not that
his patriotism's contagious.
Yeah,
that's what I say.
By the way, I'd like to give a plug to this guy at 54th and 7th. The T-shirts are now $6 for $10.
All right,
Marge.
The next time that Fez yells, Staples now. And I want you to just come running in here as fast as you can.
I love it. I love it. I think you know what? Get all bugles for all of us. You know what? We all deserve it. We should be like, no, I'm serious. We should have our own little call to arms in here or something.
Yeah, but this will be it all the time. Hey, Fez?
Yeah?
I was just talking to Al.
Ronnie, I can't hear you for all the bugles. Ronnie?
Yeah, it's coming.
Damn.
See why we can't all have bugles.
Okay. I see your point.
I know the bugles are $6 for $10 now.
$6 for $10.
I think that's one though.
Are they making them through a wash?
What?
Do they wash or are they coming apart?
I've washed this 4 times already.
Nice.
It's hanging up. It's hanging up there.
All right, Billy. I understand you are upset, and I think Ronnie's got the right idea for you is maybe try to channel something into what you do, and that's, writing the funny songs for Airstick.
Yeah, I got to do something fun again, because I haven't done anything fun since this happened. It's like...
Or any song that you feel is appropriate.
All right, guys.
Now he's rubbing his temples and his face is bright red. I don't need you having an aneurysm, Billy.
All right, Heckler just writes in, Fezzi. Is this the Bob Grant show? I want to hear more about pizza sandwiches and foosball tables.
We will talk about that again. If you want a foosball table update from tonight, the professional foosball table leveler was in here today and didn't level the table correctly. Someone worked on the table, not to Anthony from O&A's satisfaction, and so the controversy continues.
Oh, boy.
Billy's gone back to the phones.
Actually, the war is more understandable. 877-692-1027. It's Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. Frequency 1027 WNEW.
We're not gonna take it. Hell, we ain't gonna take it. Oh, we're not gonna take it anymore.
The Billy Staples theme song. Billy Staples, he's going to be headlining at Stitches Comedy Club. That's located at Route 59 at the Comfort Inn Hotel in Nanuet, New York. Telephone number there for reservations, 845-624-0851. It's this Saturday only?
Yeah, big Saturday show.
All right, doors open at 8:30, showtime 9:30.
And then, as always with Billy Staples, they open at 8:30, and then you can't get out until the show's over.
No.
They won't let you leave early. Hey, by the way, folks, we want to remind everybody, please, if you want to help out, and people are always calling in, how can I get in part of this? How can I help out New York City? Come into the city, shop, go to restaurants, go to clubs, buy things. This is no joke. These people need your help right now. This city is the greatest city in the world. Keep coming into it. Keep doing all the things you did before.
It's an amazing opportunity for everyone. Like Ronnie said, you're looking to see what you can do. Well, now it couldn't be easier. Come in, have a nice meal, have some drinks, take in a movie, a show afterwards, and you've actually done something to help New York stay alive.
What is it, Al?
The person that called yesterday pretending to be under the rubble.
Oh,
please, I hate that kid. I want to smack him in the back of the head.
That was like a 16-year-old kid who called in, he said?
Actually,
tried to make a joke saying, I'm calling from under the rubble, and then started giggling at us.
Well, the police looked into it. He was arrested.
Oh, my gosh.
And he was older than 16, and he's a school teacher in Newark.
You mean that little a-hole was an adult?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I want to send a thank you out to Detective Humphreys at the Midtown Precinct.
Detective Humphreys, way to go, my man.
You see, you're allowed to call here and crank call on me and Fez and call whatever names you want. But be very, very careful. And the mayor said this, Fezzy.
Yeah, everyone got fair effing warning.
Yeah, you got fair warning. People were doing this. They were starting websites. And you had people that were also doing these fake bomb scares. They're not going to put up with it.
That's what the mayor said. He said, we're not going to take the crank calls. The bomb threats, the people that are calling for donations when it's just a scam. He said we're not going to. All right. The mayor backing it up with the Midtown Precinct and Detective Humphreys.
Way to go.
Went and arrested this little slime bag.
Who's a school teacher.
Right. And an adult and who should know better. I mean, a 16-year-old kid should know better. But to find out he's an adult.
With us.
Oh, good. Good. I hope you're finding true love behind bars. You little bastard.
That might be our first crank caller ever busted.
That's excellent. I guess the song's right. We're not going to take it. I guess Snyder is correct.
Look, all the phone lines are going to start falling off. I'm not calling. Wrong number. I'm sorry. This is a wrong number.
Didn't mean anything by it. Al Dukes, come shake my hand. Wow. Way to go. That little creep who called in this show last night and acting the a-hole, saying, I'm calling from underneath the rubble. Tee-hee.
Here's how stupid he was. So I go, that's real effing funny. Why don't we send you a prize? Give me your phone number.
I know, for being the first dick, to call in with something like that.
He gives us his name and phone number. And then the police call and they want his number. They want his name.
And now he's arrested.
We were actually just going to go over there and smack him in the back of the neck.
I love it. That's fighting back. I swear we've already started fighting back. If you're not with us, you're against us.
You turn into Billy. You turn into Billy.
This has brought me so much joy. Ronnie Staples is angry. I am overjoyed. I hate that guy.
Billy?
No.
Oh, that crank caller.
Crank caller.
Yeah. It was awful. It was the worst thing I ever said. Especially when we are always still looking for people.
Right.
Even though the odds are against it now, Fuzzy can't give up for the people that are, that have hope.
Everyone's still busting their ass down there calling it a search and rescue.
All right. No more Bill Maher stuff. Please.
Call Detective Humphreys on Bill Maher.
Not your own personal detective. Andrew, you're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey,
Andrew.
Okay, I just got a question. Even if they turn them over, is it over? Does that finish it?
The crank caller?
No, the crank caller. Not the crank caller.
What are you talking about?
Even if they turn them over.
Bin Laden?
Yeah.
No.
Does that finish it?
No. Because there's still a terrorist network out there that he's a part of.
Uh-huh. So he had to turn over his people, I guess, right?
All right, yeah, thanks, yeah.
Okay, right.
They're going to be, there's all kinds of these things.
Right. And like we keep hearing, operating in over 50 countries, 50 to 60.
Yeah. Here's Brett. Brett, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Brett. Brett, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. How's it going this evening?
What do you say, buddy?
I had a historical kind of a question that I wasn't really clear on.
We're always ready.
Well, I wanted to know, and looking back at Billy Hawk's question about when are we going to get off our duffers?
Uh-huh.
I wanted to, I wasn't quite sure. What was the turnaround time from when Pearl Harbor happened to when the U.S. actually, got into it? When did we actually start retaliating militarily?
Apparently, we sent some guys straight out of Hawaii, right back in Japan.
Right immediately.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
Yeah.
No big, call down from above.
Right.
It just happened.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, that answers my question.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
No, I didn't see the movie.
Now I want to.
Do you?
Yeah, now I want to.
It's also a love story, I guess, going on in that, too. 877-692-1027.
Here is Albert. Albert, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
What can we do for you?
Well, I had sent an email to your show, and I got a reply from your producer saying that they were going to call me.
All right, this is Al Dukes. Al, did you have his email, what was the email about, Albert?
He sent me an email, a song.
We got two Alberts on the...
It was about the tragedy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What can we do for you?
It was just like that. I said I used the lyrics to a song called "Wind Beneath My Wings."
Yeah.
And I believe that it should be dedicated to all the rescue workers that lost their lives.
Yeah.
On the tragedy, and also to those that fought the plane and that crashed in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I kind of think that, it's been thought, but I don't think that it got enough attention that they actually saved millions of other lives.
Well, what's his name? The senator of Arizona last night, Fez.
John McCain.
John McCain. I can't believe I couldn't remember. Said maybe those guys saved my life.
Yeah.
True. And didn't Senator Arlen Specter want to give them the Medal of Freedom or something like that?
Yeah, he does. But he takes a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good because, even though they didn't, save their own lives, they, saved millions of others.
All right. Thank you so much, Albert.
You're welcome.
All right.
Take care.
Here's Susan. Susan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, baby.
Good.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about how my husband wanted me to say as well. The first footage from them showing the Palestine people dancing.
Uh-huh.
And they said there was old footage from 91. And I heard it from the internet and this Turkish television that we have, the satellite.
All right, hold on. I wonder if Billy knows that one. Billy, come on in, because that's the one that freaked him out. I didn't see this. Did you, Fuzz?
It's the one with the little kids dancing in the street?
Yeah, and then the old woman in the scarf with the scarf on her head and everything.
All right, hang on. We're going to check with Billy.
Well,
Staples, now!
Here he comes. He's running in.
There he is.
You know what? I don't care if it was 91 or it was yesterday. You know what? The one I saw was Pakistan. Okay, it wasn't Palestinians. It was Pakistans right on the border celebrating Bin Laden and the Taliban.
No, after the first day of the bombings, they were showing Palestinian people dancing.
All right, let's just stick with this piece of footage.
No, but I think so because the kid had a Dancing with Wolves shirt on.
Really?
And that was definitely 1991.
And you know what?
And I want to know who would want to put something like that on to make everyone so angry.
Yeah, that's true.
But you know what? They were still dancing in 91 against the U.S. They hated us then. They hate us now. They're burning flags in 91. They wanted us dead. They bombed the World Trade Center in 93. Okay, the first time. So I don't care if they danced in 91, you know what? Screw them. They're still feeling the same way. And those kids who were in 91 are the adults right now who may have been responsible for this.
We don't know what they were dancing about, if that's just selective footage.
From what I understand, Fuzzy.
Yes.
They were TRL.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think that's bad. All right, thank you. We'll look into that.
All right.
All right, bye.
Maybe they just heard that Dances with Wolves won the Oscar.
Yeah. That was a good movie. If he comes back tomorrow, I will call him Two Boots.
Billy?
Yeah. I want to call him Two Boots. Wait a minute, it was Two Socks. Two Boots is... I am so food obsessed.
That's the pizza joint. That's funny, though, Ronnie.
I am so effing food obsessed.
If I eat here again tomorrow, I will call it Two Boots.
And I go, I'm not going to, eat anything more. I'm just going to take it easy. And they bring in a giant cheeseburger.
From the Hard Rock.
Which I turn my back on Fez in the show and I stuff it down my face. And I'm thinking, you're coming all the way over here. How about a milkshake?
Just across the street. It's not like anything's going to go bad.
Jana. Is that it? Is it Jana?
Yeah. Jana.
Jana. Okay.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay, honey.
It's the first time I'm ever calling, so
Thanks.
this is weird for me.
That's all right.
But what I wanted to say was that this guy Bill, first of all, it sounds like he's like a walking heart attack at this point.
He's bright red and he's panting.
Really uptight. But what I also wanted to explain to him is that this war is going to be like no other war we've ever had, in the sense that it's going to be so much more covert. There are going to be things that are going on that we are not going to be privy to.
Right.
That's what George W. said.
And that is what's going to happen.
But is that going to be too frustrating
for it to be like a Pearl Harbor where, okay, we bomb them tomorrow. You know what? That's not going to happen. It's not going to be like that. We're going to be getting down and dirty.
To answer your question, Ronnie, I think it is going to be frustrating for someone like Billy.
Yeah.
Let's say something covert's going on right now. President Bush said there's going to be battles we'll see and battles we won't see.
Exactly.
And if there's battles we don't see going on right now, Billy's more frustrated than anyone because he just doesn't hear any action.
I wonder if there's any way that they can update us.
I don't know. Well, one thing I can tell you right now, all right, is that there's stuff going on as far as the paper trails and stuff. I know somebody who's working with the FBI, and they are already tracking the money. You know what I mean? They're tracking a lot. They already know where money's gone. There's a lot going on already. You think they're not doing anything, but trust me, they are. This is a crazy situation, and I can understand how he's, really upset and everything, because I am like that, too. I mean, I lost a cousin in Building 2, and this whole situation is messed up.
Yeah, it is.
But, he's just going to have to be patient. I know it's really hard.
Yeah.
But there are going to be so many things that are going to happen that we are just not going to know about. And we have to trust that they're going to be handling it, and we have to know that we can get as down and dirty as they can.
I know.
So that's really, I don't know if that's going to calm him down.
No.
He's going to have to get used to the fact that we're just not going to hear everything. So,
Thank you.
Just trust him.
Thank you for your call, Jan.
All right,
sorry about your loss.
By the way, Fezzy, CNN, according to the heckler, says the accusations that it faked footage is not true.
All right.
That was real footage, and it's one of these internet things that's running around.
Okay.
An email by a Brazilian student started this whole thing. And by the way, just the same way, when you start these damn rumors and stuff, they can run you down nowadays.
Right, yeah. Our show's living proof. Man was arrested today for crank calling about saying he's underneath the rubble. I'm glad to see it.
Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
how you
Mike.
doing?
Yeah.
All right. Called in about, I work for a company that's having some backlash about something that happened.
What happened?
I told you guy earlier I didn't really want to talk too much about it, but...
well, just give us a general idea.
Something about flags.
Oh, not allowing flags into the workplace?
Yeah, and just to give my opinion on it.
Yeah, there was one of these places in Florida.
Right.
And public opinion hit them so bad that they had to turn around and say, come on, everybody, bring flags. Then they started handing out flags for everyone's cubicle.
Took an about face.
All right, what do you think, Mike?
I had a guy come up to me saying he wants to shut us down, and for me to lose my job among all the people in the airlines losing their jobs, it's kind of frightening. And I'm a guy who's going to donate some money to the cause.
Right. So your boss is saying he'll shut it down?
Yeah, well, you know what? It's just the people that are coming up to me and saying this, and the phone calls are unbelievable threats, and it's intense, that people are turning on us,
because you work there.
We are Americans, and we're all devastated by it. So it's like on top of this happening today.
Who are the owners over there? Is it a big company?
Yeah, it's a pretty big company.
Is it? If I guess, would you just not say anything?
Yeah, I'm guessing I would.
All right, is it Channel 12?
Maybe.
All right, so since you didn't say anything, you better go to them and say, I'm hearing this from everybody, and I don't know what the whole story is, but it's just a silly thing where it doesn't. I mean, we have flags in the office here.
It's blown out of proportion.
Billy has put up a gigantic one, and we just let him do it because we know it matters to him. His whole kind of cubicle area is all flags.
Kind of been taken out of context.
Sure.
And it's not like we're not patriotic. So I just wanted to let you guys know about it. And
don't blame all the guys that work there.
Right. It's kind of strange. We're threatening to maybe lose my job and everything like that.
Right.
So, all right, guys, I appreciate you letting me on.
Best of luck.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. That situation, for whatever reason, companies
I guess because they're in a news organization, I guess.
Oh, and wanting to be objective.
Yeah.
Well, in this situation...
Excuse me, did Dan Rather just cry on TV? Is he probably the most famous newsman we have?
In this situation, you honestly don't have to be objective. To say we need to be fair to the terrorists is ridiculous. 877-692-1027.
It's, we're just about the end of this thing, huh, Fuzzy?
Yeah, in about another 5 minutes we're done.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yep.
Oh, I thought we were just getting started.
Well, we just got Billy calmed down.
Yeah.
I think, for another 2 minutes.
He's a character, huh?
He is. I want to see him be able to get back to be that old character that he was.
Yeah. Hey, Dominic. Dominic, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Dominic.
How you doing? Yeah, I just wanted to call about about all these liberals that keep calling to the station. I mean, last week, this whole country's way of life was changed. Thousands of people got killed. Now, a week later, it's like everyone's tone of voice has changed. It's like, this eye for an eye. You got guys that have families here, that had kids, that boarded planes and crashed into buildings. So you really think these people care about themselves? They don't care about themselves, so why should we care about them when we go there and bomb them? You know what I'm saying? It's like they just killed thousands and thousands of innocent people.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, everyone's tone of voice is changing only a week later. Last week, everybody just wanted, if we dropped a nuclear bomb the next day, everyone would have been fine with that.
I think we could have.
You know what I mean? And now it's a week later, only a week.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it was a month? These people would be saying, just hand over Bin Laden and it's over.
Yeah.
There's terrorists right here where we stand. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, Dominic. We've got people now, the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, they're all working together where the Congress has gotten behind the president. Whatever you guys need in terms of money, go out and fight this war. If it's a terrorist war, go out and fight it. So just believe in that, okay, bud?
All right.
Yeah.
And that's why every show on this station says don't forget.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't forget, because like I said, last week, if a nuclear bomb was dropped the next day, everyone would have been fine. But you got this guy calling, it's an eye for an eye, and they're nuts.
Dominic, you got to remember this. Some people are afraid, and some people are thinking, hey, if we do something back, they're going to respond to us. The truth is, if we did nothing, they would still do more stuff to us.
Exactly.
We did nothing the first time.
And just like you said, and their kids, they're going to be mad at us. How about all the families that are ruined now? How about our kids?
Yeah.
That are going to grow up without fathers
How
and
about
mothers.
our children?
Yeah.
How many of them families did you hear, that the children were only, one wasn't even born, so many that were 2 years old. Some people were getting ready to get married. Those were all young people, young kids that were working in that trade center.
And here's the other thing. If you're a little kid in this country, and I don't care if your dad is a millionaire, you're going to bed scared. And that's something we never wanted for our children. We never wanted our kids to go to bed scared.
Never.
All right. Thanks a lot, my friend.
You got it.
Take very good care, Dominic. Thank you for the phone call. 877-692-1027.
Lance, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's
hey,
up,
Lance.
guys?
Turn your radio down.
Turn that down?
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
What can we do for you?
Thanks, Lance.
Nothing, man. I just want to say you guys are, doing a great job giving people hope. That's what it's all about here, and everybody talking here and the voices and whatnot. I want to thank you guys. And in light, trying to make light of the situation, trying to make people laugh is like a beautiful thing and whatnot. Me and my friend wrote a song, and I was wondering if you guys would like to hear it.
Real quick.
We got like 2 minutes left.
All right. Here you go.
1, 2, gun, do. We're not going nowhere. No, they're not. We're not going nowhere. We cannot be stopped now. Why could we're Afghan for life? We're not. No, they're not. Going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. We cannot be stopped now. Going nowhere. Afghan for life. We're not. We're not.
This is number one in Afghan. It's number one.
We're not going nowhere. Because we're Afghan for life now. Allah. Allah.
What's up, guys?
You silly, silly kids. Just silly kids.
Go to bed.
You got to laugh at what you're most afraid of, my friend.
All right, take care, my friend.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Yeah, Fezzi, Pamela writes back, the bombing of Japan was not immediate. Hiroshima and Nagasaki did not happen until 1945. Please don't fuel the fire of hatred and frustration in this country with false historical information.
Oh, so the war didn't end the day after it started?
No.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that information, Miss Brainiac.
Pamela, you're an idiot. We did not say that bomb. You maroon.
Dumb bitch.
We said we went back and attacked back right away. Hey, Fezzi, we got to get going.
Yes, we do.
We got time for one more call.
All right.
Hi, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello.
Hello.
Iris, what do you want now? You got 30 seconds.
He's a grand old fag and his friends are fag.
Would you quit singing that song?
A show.
Iris, knock it off.
One humps kicks, the other sucks.
All right, Iris.
I never get to finish my song.
You're not going to say that part.
I just wanted to say something else.
You got 10 seconds.
Stay strong. Iris loves you. And see ya.
All right, Iris. Good night, dear.